this is going to be a reply to a video, and you guys have got to see it to believe it. I mean, this person is just a caricature of a feminist. And also for those guys who seem to think that MRA speak too much about feminists and, you know, women, it's really hard to get away from talking about them when feminists are always stuck in the issues that affect everybody. Like, so this is an issue about the exercise of somebody's free will, somebody's, you know, religious beliefs. And the example that she gives in the video, if you watch it, and you know, apparently this issue shouldn't have anything to do with feminists, but yet they always have to put their foot into it. So there's really no way to, you know, escape talking about feminists, because we're like in every single issue that is fucked up, and this is a perfect example. And so this wildebeest, as Chapin would put it, and she's the, like I said, check it out, it's a caricature of a feminist. She really has a passion for talking about the separation of church and state. And the funny thing is, I don't think she even understands what the separation of church and state actually means. See, separate means to move the state. Separate means to move something away from something else, rather than having a state enforce something. Because like, I'm not American, but I kind of skimmed the First Amendment, and there's two parts to it. The first part is that you don't make any laws kind of sucking up to a religious belief, and the second part is that you allow people to express their religious beliefs without making laws to restrict it. So there's two parts to it. And the example she gives in this scenario is where somebody has a religious beliefs, and they have a skill that they perform, and they refuse to perform the skill on a certain person because their religious belief does not make them feel like they should be performing, they should be helping this person because of it. And you know, that's their freedom of religion. You know, that's freedom of their belief. Now, you may not agree with it or necessarily like the person who refused to provide the service, but like I always say, the price of freedom, the price of having freedom for everybody, is you're gonna have people that you don't necessarily agree with and that are gonna annoy you. So that's the price you pay, because the alternative to start taking away freedom from people based on a certain groups or somebody's, you know, really personal narrow view of the world is a really awful alternative. And in the end, all it will do is, you know, lead to people, you know, basically just completely leaving. So instead of cooperation, you end up with one group and trying to control everybody else. And, you know, maybe they will, maybe they won't control everybody else, and who's to say what kind of beliefs will be enforced in the end. It might not be the original groups that decided to start enforcing all these laws. So that's why you gotta be careful. That's why freedom for everybody is always the right solution. You know, to an extent, as long as it doesn't infringe on the freedoms of everybody else. And I don't believe that denying somebody your skill, even if it's a health skill, health-related skill, you know, that sounds, you know, like it's nasty that you wouldn't provide a health service to somebody else. But look, in the end, it's a skill that you possess, and if you shouldn't be, you know, forced to provide your skill to anybody you don't want to, and then the other people can decide if they want to, you know, hire you to provide any skills for them if you're going to be that way. And it's like why I feel people should be allowed to discriminate and be racist, because if there's a racist doctor who says I'll only hire white people, there'll be a lot of white people, I believe, but would not go to the doctor. I mean, I wouldn't want to go to that doctor as well. So this will kind of even itself out anyway. Like, but if you start forcing people to do stuff, then it's not going to go anywhere good. So yeah, like I really don't know what else to say about it, because she just took this topic, and you can watch her other videos. She just takes everything and completely warps it in the complete opposite way. And then you have all these other people just nodding their head like, yeah, you're right, you're so right. All she wants people to do is to get really riled up and emotional about it, rather than actually, thinking, using your brain about what the First Amendment actually says. Like I said, I'm not American and I still can't understand it. And, feminists love to throw definitions at us. I think she needs to read the definition of separation and read what that's all about. This is a clear-cut case where the separation of church and state is present in her not providing her service for somebody because of her religious beliefs, and she shouldn't be forced to provide her service. The woman in the example. But look, tell me what you think. I think I'm right.